In modern warfare, the battlefield is no longer just tanks and trenches. It's algorithms, electromagnetic waves, and psychological pressure. But recently, an alarming narrative has emerged from the heart of the Ukraine conflict. A mysterious Russian superweapon, unseen, unheard, and potentially unstoppable. Could it be a next-generation weapon that disables electronics, jams drones, melts armored vehicles, or even manipulates the battlefield through AI-driven precision? Is the West facing a new kind of warfare, one it's not prepared for? In this video, we're breaking down what's known, what's speculated, and what's strategically hidden. Buckle up. This is not science fiction. This is the new face of 21st century war. Segment 1, the birth of a ghost weapon. The first reports of a strange and devastating Russian weapon emerged in late 2022 and intensified by 2024. Ukrainian units began describing battlefield events that defied explanation. Drones falling from the sky without being shot, tanks shutting down mid-operation, communication channels going silent seconds before coordinated strikes. GPS-denied environments with no prior warning. These weren't isolated incidents. They occurred across multiple regions: Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, and especially near Bakhmut, an area that has seen intense electronic warfare activity. Segment 2, tactical and strategic context. To understand why Russia would introduce such a weapon, we need to look at the broader battlefield situation. Russia's conventional forces have struggled with heavy losses, logistics, and Western-supplied precision weapons like HIMARS and Storm Shadow missiles. Faced with NATO-grade intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance SR systems, and cutting-edge air defenses, Russia needed asymmetric answers. This is where the idea of a superweapon, something that could blind, confuse, or paralyze the enemy, becomes more than a fantasy. It becomes a strategic necessity. Segment 3, technical possibilities. What could this weapon be? Let's examine 4 possible categories this secret weapon could fall into. 1. Directed energy weapons, DEWs. Russia has long been developing laser-based systems like the Peresvet, which allegedly can blind satellites and disable drones. There are rumors that newer versions can even overheat tank sensors or jam optics without firing a bullet. 2. Electromagnetic pulse, EMP devices. These would explain the large-scale electronic malfunctions reported. Mobile or localized EMP weapons could disable enemy radios, targeting systems, and UAVs in a wide area, without being traceable. 3. AI-guided hypersonic missiles. There is growing speculation about a new variant of the Kinjal missile, one that incorporates real-time AI target recognition, allowing it to adjust its trajectory mid-flight based on battlefield data. Such a missile would be nearly impossible to defend against. 4th, neuroelectronic weapons, cognitive warfare. Some of the more fringe reports, though echoed in several Western defense journals, suggest non-lethal psychotronic systems that affect soldier behavior or perception. While highly experimental, this form of warfare is being actively researched by multiple nations. Segment 4, battlefield evidence, clues, or coincidence. Several incidents have stood out. Zaporizhzhia, July 2024. Entire platoons of Ukrainian drones lost control mid-air in clear skies with no jamming, reported by NATO AWACS Kherson. October 2024. Units operating near Russian positions reported a burning smell and suffered severe sensor failure in their vehicles, followed by coordinated missile strikes. Kyiv's concern. Ukrainian defense officials have issued internal warnings about unconventional threats, possibly linked to new Russian technologies, though official statements remain vague. Military analysts suggest these are signs of localized electronic warfare, but others believe it's something entirely new. Segment 5, propaganda or PSYOP. The Kremlin's information. War One cannot separate Russian military strategy from its information operations. The Kremlin has historically used strategic ambiguity as a weapon, hinting at powerful tools without confirming their existence. This strategy creates fear, hesitation, and overreaction from the West and Ukraine. Russian state media has dropped phrases like unveiling our strategic edge, deployment of systems beyond NATO comprehension. The return of the era of Russian supremacy in battlefield technology. Whether real or exaggerated, the psychological effect is massive. Western soldiers and planners begin to question their own technological superiority. Segment 6, Western Intelligence, What Do We Know? Leaked NATO intelligence memos from early 2025 show that recon satellites have picked up unusual heat and electromagnetic signatures in specific Russian operational zones. U.S. Cyber Command has detected anomalies in digital traffic, possible signs of AI-enhanced command systems being tested. French and British intelligence believe Russia may be deploying modular EW platforms that can change function dynamically, from jamming to signal spoofing to active defense. The CIA has reportedly classified parts of Ukraine as high-risk technological experimentation zones. That means Russia may be field testing weapons not even fully understood by their own generals. Segment 7, Why the Secrecy? If this weapon exists, why isn't Russia showing it off like they did with the S-400 or the Su-57? Two main reasons. Strategic denial. As long as the West doesn't know what to defend against, it can't develop a countermeasure. Prototype stage. These systems might still be unstable, experimental, or too expensive to mass produce. But battlefield testing accelerates development under real-world conditions. Conclusion. Welcome to fifth domain warfare. Whether Russia's secret weapon is a directed energy system, an EMP device, or just an elaborate psychological operation, it's working. It's forcing Ukraine and NATO to adapt, hesitate, and invest heavily in countermeasures. This is the future of war, not just bombs and bullets, but algorithms, illusions, perception, and invisible force. So what do you believe? Is this a real threat, or just Cold War tactics rebranded for the digital age? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more in-depth military analysis.